Alrighty, it is day 13, I think. It started on Monday the 13th. It is.
You want me to count real quick?
Nah, we're gonna say it's day 13. Even if it's not day 13, it is day 13 now. Which also means it's like the end or the last workout of week 2 for the 8-week little bulk. It might be longer than 8-week, but the challenge ends at week 8. I may continue past the challenge, but that's kind of my prerogative. Anyway, leg day. I was gonna say hamstring bias, but I'm really gonna go with it's more posterior chain bias, and I might actually do some hip thrust today, considering this bench was set up here. From the last person that used this machine, but we're still gonna warm up with calves just because. It makes a great warm-up exercise. Like last time, or the last 2 times, I'm setting it up with a pretty large bumper plate where I'm resting the feet on. So when I unrack the bar, actually that's a little too far. Let me scoot that forward. I can bring my heels down to the floor, stretch out the calf, and then drive all the way back up. So I get a greater stretch in the muscle. Boop. All right, well, admittedly, my back feels a little stiff, and it could just be I got more than 5 hours of sleep and my body's still waking up. So we'll see how I feel after my warm-up set, and maybe after those hip thrusts, if I do them. I haven't decided yet. Probably move into my first working set after this, but I'm not really powerlifting. In fact, I'm not at all. So in terms of, why I switch up my exercises, on a more regular basis, each exercise is going to work the body on a slightly different level. So if I'm doing a barbell RDL, I can go really heavy. I can go a lot heavier than if I have 2 dumbbells. However, if I'm talking about getting the greatest amount of stretch in the muscle, I'm probably going to benefit most on the standards of hypertrophy by using a dumbbell RDL. Same can kind of go for bench. With a barbell bench, either incline or flat, you get a lot more weight, but with a dumbbell, you can get a greater stretch in the muscle. You can go with a deeper range of motion, because there are differences in how those 2 muscles are worked how the same muscles worked with 2 different exercises. Even though both muscles are being targeted, I switch it up. I mix things around a little bit. So I think another reason why it's important to have multiple exercises in your repertoire is sometimes, you'll have a plan to do something, but maybe that something's not available. Maybe the machine's down, or someone's using it, or you're in a time crunch and you can't afford to wait. So, unless you're powerlifting and your goal is strictly increasing the weight for that exercise, then you'd probably still make similar, if not the same, amount of growth by just doing different exercise targeting the same muscle. This might be my last set. This might not. We'll see. 5 full range. I think I did two partials. All right, I'm thinking one more set, take this to failure, and then I kind of want to try doing some hip thrusts. Don't know how successful that'll be because I don't have the bar pad, but I am wearing a lot of clothes, so that might act as a cushion. Not bad. 6 full range, 2 partials. All right. We're gonna see how we feel about this. I have not done a hip thrust since, well, probably since college. So, setup notes. Your shoulder blades should be on the bench. Feet about hips width apart. Bar or dumbbell at your hip. But from here, you're driving your shoulder blades down into the bench, not up against it. So if you drive it up against it and you're working with heavy weight, you'll end up tipping that bench over, which is just kind of awkward. But if you drive down and focus on bringing your hips up, you should be able to avoid that problem. There we go. As I bring it up, I'm trying to make a straight line from my knee up to my shoulder. There we go. Try to wiggle out again. This is still probably warming up, but it's starting to dig into my hips a little bit. So I took my hoodie off and I'm gonna try to use it as a bar pad. So it's a little bit less, painful in the wrong way. It makes it difficult to rotate. Ooh, squeeze out. All right, well, I'm thinking this will probably be my working set. We'll see. I think I have probably more to give than this, but even with the hoodie, it's kind of painful. The hoodie is holding up. Now I gotta squeeze myself out. I'm stuck. There we go. All right, freighters. I've added a, God, I don't know if I can get into position. I added a 25. I can't get. I'm out. Shut up. If I was using a fancy schmancy barbell, I could just roll it over my legs. Ugh. Oh, shut up. Anyway, I added a 25. I understand this is a Smith machine. It's not 375. I'm gonna say it's 375. And if you've got a problem with that, shut up. No, you don't. let my ego, let, yeah, what she said, let my ego. Let me feel good about myself. Anyway, like, I'm telling you, this is a strange Smith machine. All right, it doesn't feel like it's lighter, even though I know it technically is. So there's like resistance to it. Lord. Which was, it's a decent amount, and I'm stuck. No, we'll do one more as soon as I get unstuck. There we go. All right, fellers. I've added yet another plate. Why? Because I'm a fucking gremlin. Oh, by the way, we are 100% doing dumbbell RDLs. The notion of looking at another barbell, especially after this one, is nauseating. Yeah. There we go. You wrap it around, you loop-de-loop and pull, and your shoes are looking good. Okay. I can't do it. It is too much pain going onto my hips. The bar is like cutting through me like butter. Oh. Next time, I'm gonna get a damn bar pad. All right. Well, I think technically speaking, that was the first fail of the 13 days, or within 13 days, where like it's like legitimately a fail. 405, what I'm calling 405 for 2, definitely had 4 if I had something to cushion the bar. 375 probably should have kept there and did another set of that. I just thought I could do the 4 plates with the hoodie. It just didn't cut it. I was looking back at those the clips of me doing the hip thrust, and hate to admit it, but I don't know. Maybe if I had a pad, I would have been able to push my hips all the way up and extend them all the way up. Because the more you extend the hip, the more that weight kind of pressures in on the hip. But I don't know. Compared to the 375 versus the 405, my hips were coming all the way up. But I couldn't really get that with the 405, so I might have failed even with a better bar or with a better pad, but that's okay. Still good. Two pretty good sets. 315 and 375 for 5, and form was pretty tight, so I'll take it. Can't win them all. That's the worst part. Oh shit. I almost failed that last one. All right, moving on. All right, well, truth be told, I was planning on doing some sort of a machine variation of a squat, but my impulsivity of doing those hip thrusts kind of, well, took the juice for the squats out. I might do reverse lunges if I got time. We'll see though. Ow, God. It's like no padding on this thing. Love it. All right, well, instead of squats, we're gonna do some reverse lunges, and we're gonna start pretty light, maybe add some more. I think I really only have time for like 2 sets, so we'll see. Whew. All right. Ooh. Shake that out. 6 more. One more. Come on. Last set, we're gonna add a little bit more. We're gonna add 10 on each side. So that brings it to 155. And then I'm gonna do my best to get my hands on a leg curl and just do a single drop set of that, because I'm running out of time and my wife's gonna get mad because we have an appointment to go to. Didn't mean to go that low. Sound like a damn horse. Come on. Come on. 2 more. Come on, god damn it. 1 more. Oh, shit. Oh. That was the ugliest form I've ever seen. All right, this is it. I'm gonna do as many at this weight as I can, drop it by some, and then go till failure, and then we're out. She doesn't look happy with me. Come on. Drop it by 30 pounds. That was 9. I want 6 more. 15 sounds like a good number. 1, Oh, God. Fuck, we're done. Shit. We're done.